Hi, I'm Emma Lancaster. I'm the Group Chief Executive of Study Group. This time of year, we are celebrating Chinese New Year. It's been called the biggest peacetime migration on Earth, the Springtime Festival or Lunar New Year, 7 times bigger than Thanksgiving in the US, much bigger than any of the Hajj and the pilgrimages. It's a huge gathering of people. As a global organisation focused on international education, we have many of our students and many of our staff either from China or have connections to China, including our very own Peter Lowe, who runs our study group team in China. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you, Emma.
So, Peter, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you're going to be celebrating Chinese New Year?
Sure. And before I tell you what I'm going to do for Chinese New Year, I'll tell you what I'm going to do before Chinese New Year as well, because a lot of the flower markets are already open in the city, and a lot of the people like to put the plant pots into their home to bring luck, fortune, as well as health as well. So I'm going to go to one of those flower market myself before the Chinese New Year. And during the Chinese New Year, there will be a lot of good food, gathering, catching up with relatives and friends, and just relax and chill. But of course, for me this year, I'm going to also put some time for my exercise as well, with all those intaking calories. So that's going to be one big part for my Chinese New Year as well. Last but not least, on the 16th of September, that is the due date for my daughter to submit her saxophone examination, which I will be playing the piano together with her. So I'll be recorded as well and being submitted. So I'm very nervous for that.
So no pressure there then at all. It sounds a brilliant way to celebrate. So can you tell us why Chinese New Year is important to you, and maybe a little bit about the significance of the Year of the Ox?
Sure, and because during the year, a lot of the people are just traveling, working very hard, really rarely seeing their families and loved ones. And I think Chinese New Year is always a festival where everyone can relax and slow down a little bit. And that would be definitely the best time for us to catch up with the friends and relatives and loved ones. So it is one of the most important, I would say, a festival of the year for Chinese culture. And for ox, is in Chinese culture, is always symbolic of a very strong, very hardworking, industrious character, and it has always been part of our lives. From my understanding, it will always bring us hope and also bring us very positive energy in 2021.
Great. So I think there's a lot to resonate there in terms of the Year of the Ox and how that translates as to our optimism for 2021. Chinese New Year, as Peter mentions, is a time when people come together, and this year it is going to be still a bit different. In most parts of the world, there are still some restrictions, but nevertheless, there's still things to celebrate. You know, our teachers have found new ways to teach, our students have found new ways to learn. The whole community has come together and supported each other sort of practically and emotionally. We've found lots of hope and determination, and our whole community is coming together to get through the other side of this. The good news for this new year is that students will go on to get their degrees, take up successful careers, and whilst we won't forget the struggles and issues that COVID has caused, there is absolutely grounds to be super optimistic. The achievements around the global vaccines will really make a difference, and we can genuinely look forward with optimism. So I'd just like to take the opportunity to wish you, Peter, and everybody a happy new year on behalf of everybody at Study Group. 新年快乐